Now, to yet throw around another ringer is that your so far veterans and elders definitely must have taught you that voting for a dictator is a good thing. So I'm seeing the correlation here. Same for Asmongold, right? Same for all the other people. Besides how you dunk on Hassan because he's simply not from this country that we're coming from. Let me just show you an example. What's happening in LA is different compared to the January 6th attacks. Let me remind you that those veterans that you put into your story are the ones getting violated by Donald Trump right now. Legally, they are being screwed over. Same for the healthcare, same for the other laws, the schools, the colleges, same for all the attacks that are going on to Tesla, all that shit that's going on. That's all caused because of their foolish mistakes. By the way, let me remind you, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are battling it on next, even if it's just for a performance or it's out of the laughs and jokes. They're the frauds that raised their hand and said HH over there with their hand in the air saying, I love to do this. I love doing this and riling people up with anger on the internet, which is not what I'm doing here. By the way, I'm just a guy that's in the net that somehow managed to strike a nerve of a 20-year-old. No. If you pay attention to the torts since you're a person who's above 20, it shows a lot how much you learned in school since you were dunked on by your parents. How much you've learned right here. It seems more like you're the insecure one because you're showing how terrible of an education you've received with that psychology thing that you got going on here for a few more years. Since you're somebody that has more years of experience than me, you should have known that this isn't like striking a nerve with me. You should have listened in the short that I have no hatreds towards you. It's just like everything you're saying here makes me want to say something about myself. I was like, no, that's not right. But I'll tell you what actually happened. I'm here to basically give like a short, in-depth explanation of like things that you assume is about me, but then I'll tell you what actually is real about me. Now, that's why I decided to talk to you first to get you to see reason. No, I'm never gonna see reason. This is never gonna budge. This channel is never gonna move away. So as long as you continue to do this, you're gonna see the wrath of like me continuously going and going until you completely give up. I'm never going to budge. Like, I'm for real. I've went on the longest thing that I've had going without losing. Again, I've never lost my calm. I simply talk in this voice that's like loud and static and confrontational. That's just something I've developed over the years after talking with a lot of people. I've been used to doing that. It seems that from your isolated lifestyle that you're giving away here, because I'm putting it together, you're definitely not those that would be those types. You type it instead rather than